Welcome to Mindful Threads, where we weave the fabric of mental health conversation with a touch of style. So today's segment is going to be called Where We're Going. And so throughout this segment, I'm basically going to choose a destination, an event, or like a date idea in which I choose an outfit of the day to get ready and showcase. So while fashion will be the leading factor of this episode, of course we're still going to put mental health forward, and we're going to choose a topic to discuss as well. And I've already chose the topic as well as the scenario in which I get dressed. And the topic today is going to be adapting to various situations without, losing it mentally. And then the scenario in which we're going to get dressed for, as you can see, is a job interview. So let's start with the outfit. So today I already chose, and it's going to be preparing for a job interview. So here's what I would wear if I was going to a job interview. So for me, I always like to keep things professional, especially when going to a job interview. So as you can see, I do have on a suit and tie. So I would definitely recommend, keeping things professional, wearing a blazer, wearing a tie. You don't have to always wear a tie. You can wear a nice button up. But I do recommend wearing a tie. It definitely cleans up the look and gives more of that professional idea. Also, when you go to a job interview and the interviewer sees how you dress, that's a first impression. So they're going to think that person values themselves and how they look, especially in a workplace, especially if you're representing a company. They'll like to see that, this person is very professional, well-groomed, and those are positive aspects, of course. So let's get into the outfit. So as you can see, I have on some light gray slacks. I love wearing slacks throughout my week. And then I have on a very neutral color suit. You don't want to go too vibrant. You don't want your suit to take all the attention away from that interview. But you do want it to be that initial conversation. Like, oh, you look really nice and well dressed. But you don't want it to be the whole, they're looking at your bright flamingo shirt or something like that. So along with my gray pants, I am a sucker for brown shoes with gray pants. I think a lot of people are. So we do have on my brown boots here. So right now I currently have on a black belt, on which I need to buy a brown belt. But of course with this look, I would recommend matching your belt with your shoes. So in this case, it would typically be a brown belt. Staying very neutral and clean with the shirt. We're going with the classic white button up. And I wanted to kind of pull the whole outfit in together and kind of like tie in the suit, not the suit, but the pants with the tie. So you can see I have a little darker tone gray, which pull it all together. And then of course the blazer, I have this dark blue blazer, which kind of brings it all together. You can take a look at the whole outfit without it being buttoned. I have a couple accessories on. I like to wear like bracelets. I'm not really much of a watch guy, but if you are, definitely make sure you're having a watch. The idea again is to pull this look together. You want to be clean cut, you want to be professional, and you want to feel good and look good. We've all heard that expression, you look good, you feel good, and this is no different. You want to feel good as you're going into this interview as well. The thing about fashion and clothes, they do have the opportunity to impact your mental health in a positive way. Going back to when you look good, you feel good. Imagine yourself going into an interview dressed in a nice suit. You're going to be feeling good before you even get there, because you're going to be like, damn, look at me. Then when you get there, you're going to already be feeling at the top, which can propel your interview, because you're already going to be feeling good. Everything is already positive. The interviewer's like, damn, they look good. It's going to be nothing but positive flow. Now, with that being said, there are other professional looks as well. The idea is dressing comfortable, what is comfortable to you. Again, impacting your mental health. You don't want to be wearing something that's too tight, because that is going to affect you, because you are going to be adjusting it throughout your interview or adjusting it on the way. And that's going to kind of, depending on your mental health, could kind of fluctuate, because now your clothes are not fitting properly. So definitely make sure you're comfortable. If you're someone who don't like to wear a tie, maybe try it out a couple of days prior to the interview. But you want to be as comfortable as possible. You want to be clean. You want to look professional. The cool thing about fashion, in my opinion, is getting the opportunity to be your most authentic self. Dressing how you want to dress, feeling good because you feel good. Again, like any other thing with fashion, do not let other people's opinions bring you down. Like if I was walking somewhere and someone said, look at that ugly tie, you don't want that to affect your mental health. Because why? You chose this tie because you like it. So no matter their opinions, you can accept it, but keep going, because you already know you like the tie. You don't like it because somebody else told you to wear it. So same aspects about your whole outfit. You want something you're comfortable in, something that you like no matter what. So again, the scenario was, where are we going? And on this episode was to a job interview, hypothetically, and this was the outfit. What do you guys think? Alright, now that we're done showing off the outfit, we're gonna segue over to our topic of discussion today, which is adapting. So for someone like myself who's very OCD, live a very controlled, step-by-step routine lifestyle, I am fun too, but on average I have my routines. It's definitely important to learn to adapt, and this isn't something I'm perfect at. This is something I'm actually learning as well, so we're all kind of learning this together. The importance of adapting really can affect your mental health in a positive way, in which I'm again learning. Let's say, for example, you made plans, you had a strict particular time, you prepared, and you were meeting up with someone. Let's say you had some tasks before that, so you're doing multiple things before you prepare to go to the event and meet someone, and both of you guys had that set time. Let's say it's getting closer to the time you said you wanted to get ready, but you haven't finished everything else. So now you're getting anxious, and now you're like, I don't want to do this, pushing time back, and everything feel like it's going in a whirlwind. In this scenario, adapting would be key. So in my opinion, with adapting, it's a little different from going with the flow. Adapting is just changing the course of direction within your plans. So it's not like it's not planned, but this is reevaluating. So maybe could I do that other task that I didn't get to tomorrow? Or can I just put a little time into it, not give it 30 minutes if you were. Maybe do a 15-minute touch. That way you can still do that task, but then you can still maintain your time and get to somewhere, on time, if time is an anxiety-inducing factor. So the idea is adjusting, adapting to that situation, because a lot of times we worry and get anxious about things out of our control. So if you really put your best foot forward, you did everything you can, but time just got out of the way, try to adjust, try to adapt, try to change the plans just a little bit, so you can still maintain your mental health in a positive way, and you're just staying happy. Because a lot of times in my past, time is a big anxiety inducing. I like to be on time, I like to get things done, so a lot of times I can get really anxious and really upset if I'm not on time. So I'm also learning to adapt, going back to whether I'm doing tasks in a short amount of time, or if I'm taking it out and rescheduling it, it's really adapting. And adapting will help you in many situations, just learning to change the course of direction, or just change little things about your plans. You don't even have to change your whole plans. It's just tweaking it just a little bit, just enough to keep you sane. Adapting can be hard. Again, like I said, I'm still learning it. And we'll talk about adapting again, because this is something big that I'm trying to learn as well, and I want to open the space, and maybe you guys can even help me out as well. But adapting again can help you in many scenarios. So if a friend invited you out, but you have pre-planned things that you typically do, if it is something you want to do, learn to adjust, learn to adapt, learn to tweak your time so you can do it all. And it's not every time. This is just sometimes if you want to do that adapting. Sometimes we have no choice but to adapt. So it's better to learn it than let forcefully adapt, and then it affects your mental health in a negative way. So to bring everything back together, overall, learning to adapt can affect your mental health in a positive way, and it can add ease to your life versus getting anxious about things when you have to change paths, or if you have to update your plans or anything. Learning to adjust and adapt can make those transitions more smoothly. And again, this is something we're all learning. This is something that will take time, but just try throughout your day, try throughout little tasks, trying to adapt and change things. Again, we're all learning. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Mindful Threads. If you like what you heard, give us a follow. I'm on TikTok as well as here YouTube. The same handle, Mindful Threads, all one word, _ and join the topic, join the conversation, post, comment, ask questions. Again, this is all subjective. I'm no licensed professional, so I want to learn from you guys just as maybe you learn from me. And of course, as always, this is another thread of insights sewn into the tapestry of life. Mindful Threads, signing out.